Let your conscience be your guide.
I've got, people asking, how do they fast? What's the couple things that I eat or good to eat for them, I guess. Like what I say is do what you like to do, but find balance in doing what you like to do. Just find balance in it. So if you like chicken and all that fast food stuff, discipline yourself enough to know don't eat a lot of it. Do one meal of that and be done for the rest of the day. Like, don't keep consuming in it, because that's when the problems gonna come. You shock the body, you shock the cells. It's confusing for them, and later on we know the side effects of that gonna come. So the waste that's in the body, the system will get rid of it. But when it's a whole bunch of waste, that's gonna be the problem, because it's too much. All it does is get the nutrients from the foods, and then it get rid of it. But if it ain't no nutrients in the food, the body just gonna get rid of all of it for real. And that's why we get that term full of shit. Full of shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's just about staying fit, knowing that I don't need a lot to eat to survive, to live. I think it's just programmed that we need to feel full. We need to have this food, to feel good. But really, in all actuality, we don't feel good eating ribs, steak. Like, that shit be heavy, man. That stuff be heavy on the body. Like, I know from experience. That's why when I eat earth foods, what we call earth foods, God foods, I feel good. Like, look good, feel good. And it really helps. It's a discipline thing. I came from where most of y'all come from too, eating the same foods. The doctors, all of them will say, does it run in your family? It's the foods, because we all eat the same stuff. So I ain't getting off subject, but my point is, and to answer some people questions, eat earth foods, man. You could discipline yourself. Like, if people around you don't want to follow and do what you're doing, that's on them. Later on, they'll see. But as for you, eat earth foods. Get your body back in tune with eating with the sunrise, the sunset. Like, but start somewhere though. Go grab some fruits at the grocery stores, fresh stuff. While it's around, the earth is plentiful. It gives us this stuff all day, every day, but we choosing to eat, man's creations of foods, or what they think we should eat. But that's to keep us sick and keep us gaining weight, keep our minds and stuff distracted, from what we really need to be doing. Ooh, look, I got a nice little rock right there. Ooh, nah, not to get off the subject, but yeah, I feel good though. Like, all around in my waist area, my body, my mind, you know what I'm saying? So I just encourage that. I'm just hoping I can answer the questions. It's not no rocket science or nothing. It's just simple. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Gradually do it, so you can reap the benefits of eating healthy. It's all about evolving. I Evolve is my company. It's my business, because it got into me. I didn't get into it. Like, it got into me, and I was thinking like, dang, everything is a perception. How we see everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see the wings on the hat. I designed this hat too. It's actually a nice hat. You see, it got the holes in it. I got the brass buckle right here to adjust it. But the wings right here, it represent balance. We need balance in our lives. If you look at nature, the hawk, that's my bird. That's my favorite bird. I actually got a hawk feather right here. You see the copper, you see the hawk feather, and this is just something spiritual that I'm into. So, but anyways, the hawk shows balance by what it do in the sky. If you see one in the sky, you will see how it spread the wings. It glides in the wind. Wherever the wind is going, that's where the hawk could go. I consider that energy. So wherever the energy is flowing for me to get my rhythm, my balance, I'm going. You see what I'm saying? So the 3 and I evolve is the third eye, which is the consciousness, because you can see the eye right here. That represents the pineal gland, the consciousness. Then if you look at the eye right here, it's the same thing. It's the third eye. Not these two eyes, how we see stuff with these two eyes, but the eye that's up here, the pineal gland. That's where the consciousness and if you read the Bible about, I think it was Jacob or something, and he said he called something the pineal gland. I don't know, y'all gotta look it up. But that was the seat of God right here, the consciousness. So the eye is how I see things. My perception is my reality. It don't matter if it's drama perception, let's see, whatever perception it is, whether it's happy, joyful, whatever perception that you, me, view the world, view ourselves, that's what consciousness is. So if anybody want to eat better, they got to change their reality, their conscious, how they seeing stuff about themselves first, and so on. So that's what I mean by the consciousness. Then we got the Ankh. You see the Ankh? That's been known all over the world, especially in Egypt, aka Egypt, but it's really called Kemet. The Ankh was a symbolization of life. We need to live life. We need to pass on our genes through procreation. We need to do all of those things to live life. And we don't come through the world without the woman. The woman, you see, that's the Ankh. The circle at the top is representing the woman's womb, right? And let me see, the sides. If you look at the sides, it look like a cross, but those represented the ovaries of the woman. Because if you look, you could Google it, the image of the woman's ovaries and where it's sitting at, and her, the whole ovary system. Like, just look it up and you will see the pictures. This is why they created the Ankh. That's what we call it. But I observed that and incorporated it into my whole logo because it represents something and it means something for me, and it represents for people in general, because we can't come through life without the woman and the man, basically the man and the woman. But she the one who brings forth the child. She forms it in her womb. But yeah, that was just a little stuff because it's more spiritual, but it got into me, so now I be on it. But yeah, back to the basic stuff. Y'all could do it. You just gotta be ready mentally, and then once your body and stuff get used to it, it's gonna go back. It's gonna go back to its original state. You just give it some time. Be patient with it though. You don't have to walk around feeling like you ain't got no power to do it when you really do. You got to get around like-minded people. They say birds of a feather flock together. So whoever you around, if they ain't on that frequency, you might have to depart from them. You know what I'm saying? I'm really like a solo cat. I help people and guide them, but I can't force them to do whatever and eat better. I can't force them to do that. I can't force nobody to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But just get the information and empower them, through words. But yeah. So let's see, let's see how it works. Y'all can do it. Just gotta stay tuned in, and love yourself. Love yourself more than the foods that we being programmed to eat. You have to love yourself more than that, because you matter, I matter. Like, what comes out of our our mouths, through our minds. It matters, like, so I hope I answered, the questions and stuff. Just go back to the fruits. Eat more of that than anything that you ingest, and eat more of that. Go get more, because the earth is producing it. You know what I'm saying? It's producing it for us to keep our generations and stuff going. The chickens and all the other stuff, that's man-made. You know what I'm saying? Don't ingest too much of that. You know what I'm saying? And it take time. Take time. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. Your cells. Be patient with them. I evolve. And I hope I got a chance to explain that, like better for people who had those type of questions and starting a journey like this. This stuff ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be a challenge. Everything we do in life is gonna be a challenge, especially if it's for the better. It's gonna be a challenge, but we stick together with it and get with the right people to feed us that energy, and we feed it back to them, because everything is received and reciprocated. Reciprocity. That means, returning it to them. That's why we here, to do things like that. Yeah, this Ken Ra. Ken Rael is my name, my spiritual name. Yeah, and I Evolve is my business, my personal business and my public business. Yeah, for those reasons I explained. I Evolve. Peace.
Let your conscience be your guide.